Jem from Twizzlez here. You can find me at Etsy in my Etsy shop, or you can find me on my website twizzlez.com. Today I'm going to show you how to face paint this orc face paint mask. I think it's quite fun, and it can also be used as a monster as well if you want to do a monster face paint, or even a zombie if you didn't do the teeth. So keep watching and I'll show you step by step how to make it. So the materials that I'm using for today are my spray bottle and my water as usual. I'm using half round sponges. I'm using Tag regular white face paint, Tag regular black face paint, Tag regular yellow face paint, Tag regular medium green face paint, and Tag regular light green face paint. The brushes I'm using today are a Low Cornell 7000 series round number 6 brush and a Low Cornell 7000 series round number 1 brush. Okay, so to start with, spray your sponge to make it wet and get your Tag regular light green and sponge that all over your face. Okay, now you've done the light green all over your face, I get the Tag regular yellow, put some on half of the sponge, and I do it on the cheekbone here, on both sides, some on the chin, and some on the forehead here, going down the nose. Blend that in with your green sponge. Get a new sponge, and I put some black on it, but hardly touch the black paint at all, so it's just a tiny little bit on the sponge there. And you're going to sponge up like this across the eye. Just like that, so it's just a little bit, and we're going to blend it in a minute. Get your sponge that has the green on it. You might need to put a bit more green on it to blend this black in. Just blend the black down across the eye. Okay, so that's all blended in like that. Use the same sponge that has the tiny bit of black on it and just do some underneath the mouth here in a curved sort of shape, and some underneath the eye. And just blend that in with your regular light green. Get your yellow sponge, put a bit more yellow on it, and just highlight the chin and the cheekbones again, and your nose. Now I'm just going to faintly draw on the outline of the shapes that I'm going to be highlighting and colouring in. The eyebrows I'm going to draw now, so they follow the line where the shading is. The line doesn't have to be super straight and neat, you want it to be a bit ragged and not straight. And then I draw lines following where we've done the shading, flicking the brush out as you do them. Now for the lines on the nose, they're just curved shapes like that, and the same for the other side. When I draw these bits on the nose, I exaggerate where the natural nose is, so I do it on the cheek here, but follow the natural nose line. Okay, so you've drawn on the outline of all the marks we're going to shade. I get my bigger Low Cornell number 6 round brush, and I've just wet it in the water, and I'm not putting any paint on it, and I'm going to start blending a few of these lines just with the paint that's on here. I haven't put any paint on it. I'm using the same brush, and I'm using the Tag regular medium green. I just put a bit of paint on there, and I'm going to follow along some of these lines here, and we'll blend it in a minute. I rinsed the extra paint off the brush, and now it's just got plain water on it. I've dried it a little bit, and I'm going to blend in the green that we've just painted. You might need to keep wetting it a little bit while you're shading. Okay, I'm getting some black on the number 6 round brush, and I'm just making the tops up here a bit darker. I rinse the black off my brush and then use the water to shade these black bits in. I sort of do it in lines like that. Now I'm getting the tag regular white on the number 6 round brush, and I'm going to do the teeth on the side of the mouth here. Using the same brush, I get the tag regular yellow, and I'm just going to put a bit on the teeth here from the bottom, flicking my brush up, and I'm going to paint some little teeth on with the tag regular white. With the tag regular white, I just put a little bit on my brush, just on the tip of the brush. Don't fully load up the brush with the paint. And I'm going to add some highlights to areas here, and then blend in the white. So once the white's nearly run out on the brush, that's when you start blending it in, like now it is. And some on the centre of the nose. I do some underneath the teeth, a line like that. And blend it in. You might need to wet your brush while you're doing this to blend it in. And I do a second line under the teeth and blend it in. Now I get my number 1 low cornell round brush, and I'm using the tag regular black. I'm going to start outlining some of these shaded bits. I'm going to paint the nostrils on now. I do them above where the natural nostril is, going up towards the centre of the nose. I do a line right underneath the tooth here, extending beyond where the tooth is. And another one underneath where the shading is. And now I outline the teeth. And then I do some lines on the teeth flicking up from the base where the black line is here. Just really lightly thin lines. Now I've got some white on my low cornell number 1 round brush. I'm just going to quickly do a few highlights along where the black is. Your orc face paint is done now, and it should look like this. Thanks for watching how to face paint an orc, and don't forget to visit the Twizzlez blog for more tutorials. Bye!